Bill Haney's caused a lot of drama between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis, and Floyd Mayweather has lost it on Bill Haney over the fight negotiations. Bill Haney has all the faith one could ever have in his son, and he thinks that he's the pound-for-pound king now. Bill stated, "No other fighter has done what Devin has done, crossing the pond to become undisputed against Kambosos in Australia, coming up to another division and fighting the hard-hitting, arguably no one, the boogeyman no one wanted to fight. He's the #1 fighter right now, pound for pound." And it's no slight towards Terence Crawford's performance, but if Errol Spence was depleted and he went up to 154, how much credit can we give him for that fight? Bill definitely doesn't want fans to eat up everything that Gervonta tells everyone. Bill stated, "Nobody has outdid Devin in terms of Tank's dance partners. You don't have to down the other fighter to validate what you are and what you bring to the table. Tank and his team have consistently lied to the people, so a message to all the fans. Stop letting Tank and his team on your head and tell you it's rain with these insignificant fights and saying it's for the culture. Devin represents the culture and represents boxing and what boxing should be and what boxing is." Bill Haney's made sure that Gervonta knows that his original deal is still on the table though.
"But we don't know who the person to call, but you the boss. If you don't knock it off." And you know who I'm talking to. You. The ex-face of boxing. Don't listen to none of that propaganda that they're talking about, though. They talk about numbers, and we had an excellent event, great turnout. It always takes two to tango. Shout out to the Pro Grace team. They put on a hell of a performance as well in the build-up. Unfortunately, they came up short, but came up short. But, man, little dude ain't coming over here. You got the call. You've been served. You've been put on notice. This is the Devin Haney era, and we're no longer being ambiguous. We're not talking in third person. Devin is the youngest boss in the game. And that's how this thing is going. And just hope that, old boy comes to his senses. Offer still stands. 20 tickets.
That definitely isn't appealing to Gervonta though, and he's fired back on his own social media.
20 mil? What they talk about 20 mil? That can't even talk to the that he supposed to talk to me. That's a fact. And I'm only pressing because I know, got a little name right now, so it's cool to go at them niggas right now because they got names right now. So it's cool to, try to bully the bully. These niggas ain't no bullies. I'm be the one to show them. And they broke for real. They already broke too. That's a fact. Niggas is definitely broke. 50K buyers. You might want to see that soft ass shit. Nobody want to see that.
Eddie Hearn definitely understands how upset Bill and Devin are, and Eddie stated, "I spoke to Bill Haney, and we've already got some big offers in place for Haney against Tank, and I just wanted to see if there was a chance to discuss that fight with Davis." He said no, there were a few other bits that he said that he needed not to post those bits. I don't post people's DMs. The reason I approached Gervonta Davis is that I want to make him a massive offer for the Devin Haney fight. But if he's not interested in the fight or he doesn't want to discuss it, I just went back to Bill and said this was his response. I think they're frustrated as well. Talk is talk, but it would be good to have an honest conversation behind closed doors. In fact, Eddie actually sees Ryan Garcia as Devin's next natural opponent.
The Ryan Garcia fight is a natural fight to make. I mean, Ryan should be looking to fight the champions at 140. I think that is the fight for us and Golden Boy and Garcia and Haney to make. You've also got Teofimo Lopez. That becomes a lot more difficult because I think he may be unreasonable about his demands, but, he's a great fighter as well. Tank, I just see these two, Bill and Tank, and like everybody's butting heads. For me, you want momentum. You want, an ability to move swiftly to make a mega fight. For me, that is a conversation really between ourselves, Golden Boy and DAZN. And I think it's a massive fight.
Calvin Ford has had enough of Bill's tactics, though, and he wants them to back off or show up. Calvin stated, "We'll see. Devin has to handle his business, and then we've got to handle our business. We still got in front of us. Man, cut the bullshit out. We'll see, like I said, we'll see. Like my little young guns say, get off my get off his and get off mine. That's end of story." Showbiz the adult believes that all of this is part of Gervonta's plan, as he doesn't actually want to fight Devin.
Tank ain't gonna fight Shakur or Devin Haney unless there's a rehydration clause. Gervonta Tank Davis, I don't know you, but I'm a big fan of yours. All right, with all that said, Shakur Stevenson, I know he just moved up, but he's bigger than Tank. So he's going to get a rehydration clause, and Devin Haney definitely gets a rehydration clause. And I don't think Devin Haney should even consider, and he said he won't, but I just want to double it up. You're undisputed if you beat Lomachenko. Don't think about a rehydration.
Steven Edwards also doesn't think that the fight will happen, but he thinks that it's more because of the mismatch in size. Steven stated, "I don't think Devin and Tank are going to fight, so I'm not even going to discuss that. I think it's too much weight that separates them. I know it's only one division, but Devin rehydrated pretty significantly for his fight with Regis Prograis. I know it's not his fault, as he did within the rules, but I just don't see that fight happening. Both guys are going to be dictating too much. Devin isn't going to fight Tank at 135, and I don't think Tank is going to fight him at 140, so I don't think the fight is going to happen. So everybody's all arguing and stuff, but I don't think it's even worth talking about it because I don't think they're going to fight. I think they're going to go their separate ways." Calvin Ford really doesn't think that Devin has what it takes to stand in the ring with Gervonta Davis, and he stated, "These fights are gonna happen. They just gotta continue doing what they need to do to get their numbers up to make it make sense. That's what people don't understand. Make the fight, make the fight, make the fight. You've got to deal with the network. Both of them guys, Haney and Stevenson, are on the other side of the fence, so it'll have to make sense to their team to ask for the event. You know what I'm saying? Tank is proven. He's proven that he can do what he did. Again, it has to make sense to everybody. We know that when they sit down at the table, they're going to look at what you did. They're going to look at your actuals. Does it make sense to make that fight? Or if you say you really want that fight, take the offer and beat the man. Tank is the man. In my book, I don't think Haney's got anything that could really stop Tank. You know, he hasn't shown me anything where I'd go, whoa, you understand what I'm saying? Bill tried to start some drama between Gervonta and Calvin, but it definitely didn't work.
Bill Haney was on the show about 2 days ago, flat out insinuating that you are not being paid or you are not being paid properly by Tank. Is he just trying to stir the pot to get the fight between Devin and Tank, or is there something there? Because we seen George Kambosos split with his trainer, not pay his trainer, go into the second fight with a new trainer.
Let's look at this. How long I've been with Tank?
All my life, as long as I know, all his life.
It's not about the money for me. Tank takes good care of me. He gives me what I ask for when I ask for it. You know I'm not into the money. You give me the money, I'm gonna spend it all on my kids. That's just simple. That's just like me. Because I understand I had money from the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it to the grave with you. Tax man gonna come get it. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I ask for what I want. At the end of the day, when I ask Tank to take care of my kids, do what I need him to do, it's done. It's not about my life. It's about him. In the words of Floyd Mayweather, it's about the fighters. They the one getting hit upside the head. If something happens to Tank today or tomorrow, who gonna take care of it?
Bill Haney doesn't want to hear anything about Floyd Mayweather's era anymore, as he believes that this is Bill Haney's era now. Bill stated, "What Floyd didn't do at age 25, Devin did do. This is the Devin Haney era. Guess what? Floyd, you can keep talking that money if you want to. Yeah, there's somebody coming for the Mount Rushmore of boxing, and his name is Devin Haney. Yeah, 2-division world champion, undisputed world champion, checking a bunch of money and taking care of his team, man, about 25 people. And guess what? We ain't had no problems with contracts, no disputes, no broadcasters, no, none of that. This is the Devin Haney era. Don't ever mention Floyd Mayweather to me. Leonard Ellerby responded on Floyd's behalf, though, and he decided to educate Bill on how the business game works. Leonard stated, "Since you're new to the PPV game, let me educate you on a little something. You or nobody else can't make an offer to Tank Davis. Remember, you're the opponent. That's how it works. I'm not gonna be back and forth about this nonsense." If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.